What's up, my pineapples? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Q&A for you. I asked you guys on my Instagram if you wanted me to do a Q&A where you can ask me anything on the question poll. I've never used that before. I've used the poll, but like the question one. And I said I would potentially feature you if I answer your question. I got this case off of Amazon. Very cheap, very affordable, and actually really good quality. I'm gonna be answering all your questions. Make sure you check my previous videos down below. I just uploaded the embarrassing moments and first dates with Glenn, which you guys are loving that series. Like I did the how I met my husband. Now I did our first dates, and there's some really funny stories in there. You guys are loving it. So thank you so much for really enjoying that content. I'm trying to switch up my channel a little bit and do a little bit of everything. I just don't want to only concentrate on beauty. I want to really bring a more personal like touch to my channel. I love beauty, don't get me wrong. I will never stop beauty, but at the same time, I want to incorporate different things. And I've already seen comments saying I really like how you're changing it up as well. For my upload schedule, I will be uploading every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So whenever you're wondering when I'm going to upload, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, your girl will be on the tube. I just started vlogging again, you guys. What Would Lizzy Vlog is my vlog channel. I'm going to be much more active on there. We are finally ready to start vlogging again. We're going to go over like what's been kind of going on in our lives and all that. Let's get on with the Q&A because I have a lot of questions and I have some repeat questions and certain things I want to touch base on. And yeah, so let's get on with it. So don't forget to subscribe because it is free 99 and become a part of the pineapple tribe. I have so many freaking questions. I need to make sure I like screenshot you guys so I can show you. Okay, so first question is E.SAOO. Lizzy, when will you do your meetup here in LA? Would love to meet you. You know, I will be having a meetup. I think it's in October. It is a whole planned one, so I will let you guys know. It's gonna be in LA area, so that will be coming soon. I don't know exact details, but October, and that's all I know, so I will be doing that. I have been wanting to do a Disneyland meetup. I am obsessed with Disneyland. Me and Glenn love it. I don't know when and how to kind of coordinate it. I would love just to hang out with you guys and go on rides and eat churros and just literally just walk together in Disneyland and have so much fun. Other than that, then another like meetup type of thing. I've been wanting to do like a beauty and a beats type of like boot camp where we can wear our makeup if you want to wear it. If you don't want to wear it, you don't have to, but we do something where we fundraise together and we all do like a boot camp class together at like my brother's gym and all of that, and I think it would be really fun. That's like in the works. That has been like on my list of things that I really want to do and accomplish. So yeah, meetup though in October sometime. I will let you guys know. Next question is from Alicia_K. She said, what's one thing you would change about the beauty community if you could? You know, that's a really hard question because I feel like no matter what, we all wish for like that perfect, you know, community, perfect whole like world. I would just say like more positivity through individual people. If you guys didn't know or if you didn't notice, I kind of stopped going to events and stopped going to certain things just because I just felt so disappointed in certain people that I was like, wow, like they are so freaking dope. Like I can't wait to meet them. And then you meet them and you're disappointed. I'm not going to call anybody out because maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they're going, I don't know what's going on in people's lives. But I feel like unfortunately, there's a lot of positivity, don't get me wrong. Like meeting you guys is amazing. Meeting a lot of other vloggers, they're really cool with me. But there are a lot of negative aspects where you can feel the cattiness, you can feel the jealousy, you can feel the eyes like on people judging you. And that's the part that I really don't care for. I'm super chill, kick back, like I'm goofy. And I felt so many times like when I would go to certain events or meet certain people, I wasn't like cool enough. And I really don't have anything to prove to anybody. Like if you feel like I'm not on your level, honestly, I don't really care. Fine, if that's what you think, I'll keep on with my day. I don't really have to be friends with certain people just to feel like I'm cool or fit in. I'm doing this for myself and I just want to be me. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Sometimes you really feel like the negativity and pressures of people being super cliquey, and I've never been one where I was in like just a clique. You know, I'm like a social butterfly. I like to talk to a lot of different people. I mean, I still talk to like a lot of vloggers, I will say, but I found myself just like really just taking a step back and like doing my own thing, and I've absolutely loved it. Not saying that I won't go to events, period, but certain events I'm just like, oh, I'm good, because it'll be like the same people, same thing. You have some cocktails, you kind of stare at the same people, you take a shit ton of selfies, and that's honestly like it. Like, yeah, you can meet the PR team, which is awesome, but I don't know, I feel like if you're business savvy and you're good at doing what you do, you can set up your own business meeting, etc. So one thing I would just change is more like the attitudes of people, like just to humble yourself. I find that I need to bake a lot of humble pies and start serving them out. I mean, yeah, that's all all I'm gonna say. So my next question is from Lindsay, and her name is El Turg, and I know this because I remember her from winning one of my giveaways, and then like we chatted and all that. I have a really good memory when it comes to this stuff. But she said, when did you start dancing? Why did you get into it? Love you. So if you guys didn't know, I have Polynesian dance almost my whole entire life. I started when I was 7 years old. I've done Hawaiian, Tahitian, Samoan, Maori, you name it, I did it. I've danced in shows all over. Like, I've traveled. I just came back from Tahiti for dance. I was out there for 2 weeks. Like, it has been a big part of my life. The way I got into it is I actually am half Pacific Islander. Some people think I'm full Latin. Some people can't really tell what I am. That was a question. I am half Mexican and I am Hawaiian and Chamorro, and have like a pinch of French. That's what my mix is. And I ended up coming out of the shower. I put a towel on my waist, you know, this is when I was younger, or my mom probably put the towel on my waist, and we're watching Blue Hawaii, and Elvis was singing, and I started like kind of moving my hands like the hula, doing this. And we have pictures of it when I was little, and she put this whole hibiscus in my ear because we had like a hibiscus tree. We have the pictures, it's so cute. I wish I could find them right now. I don't have them on deck, but in the future I can show you. Then my mom was like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna put you in hula dancing. I was really involved in ballet and also hip hop and jazz. So then I got involved with Polynesian dance, and it completely took over my life. Since then, I've loved it. I've gotten so many opportunities, so many great experiences, that I've met the best people in my life through it. And I'm just so appreciative for that experience, because I'm very blessed, because I feel like not everybody will be able to experience what I have through dance. It's been the biggest part of my life as well, and still is. And I will never stop dancing. Even if I end up, when I'm older and I'm in a wheelchair, I will dance, because I used to go to convalescent homes and retirement centers and stuff like that, and I would volunteer when I was in high school, and I would teach the ladies and men hula, and we do like hukilau, because they can learn it in their wheelchairs. So we're like, we're going to the hukilau, and it was the cutest thing ever. I would teach them hula hands, pearly shells, tiny bubbles. Oh my gosh, it was like such a joy to do that. That's another thing where I want to start doing more volunteer work as well. There's so many things I want to do and so little time, but yeah, dance has just been amazing for me. Next question is from Tanya ILY. I think it's I love you 03. She says, where's Mama Whoop Whoop? And she's at home. She's with Nani and Ali'i. She's doing great. I have seen her. We FaceTime all the time now that she knows how to answer the FaceTime, because every time she's like, hello, and I just see black, I'm screaming. I'm like, Mom, look at your phone. And she's like, oh, hi. Like, you know, it took her a while to kind of get used to the FaceTime, and she absolutely loves it. We don't live far from each other, so I do see her. I still take her on her errands, or I do errands for her. I just want to say thank you for asking about her, because it really does mean a lot. So underscore Marlena asks, craziest thing you've ate? And I have ate crickets before. Crickets. Now that might not be the craziest thing ever, but there's this restaurant, this Mexican restaurant in Cerritos, and they have like the best tacos and drinks and everything, but they have crickets on there. I forgot how you say it in Spanish, but they're crickets, and it is like a snack or like topping. It's just like normal. And I was like, hey, let's just try it. Let's just be daring. And Glenn was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So we ordered them. It wasn't like the biggest fan, but it wasn't completely disgusting, because they were like really crunchy, and they kind of just taste like burnt, I don't know, like leaves. I don't know. I don't even eat leaves. But almost like burnt sunflower seeds. That's what I wanted to say, is burnt sunflower seeds. But just like the visual of it and looking at the cricket, because they were like tiny and they put them in a little bowl. Glenn ended up taking the bowl of crickets, sprinkling over his tacos and eating it. I could not that day. It was cool just to try something crazy. When we went to Thailand, we wanted to try crazier things, like certain worms, other kind of bugs and stuff. But once we saw it, we're like, yeah, we're good. We don't want to be sick. I wonder what Pelagrosa is. When did you know Glenn was the one? You know, like when they say, oh, love at first sight, it wasn't love at first sight for me, but when I went on our first date, I just knew. I could tell by his personality, how we clicked immediately. Our chemistry was unlike any others. I knew this was gonna go somewhere. I could feel it. I felt comfortable. It's almost like, I don't even know how to describe it. The chemistry we had, how comfortable I was me without having to overthink anything or try to plan anything out. He was him, and it just really worked. We feel very blessed to have each other, because it is really hard to find a partner in life, and it's hard to also find someone and keep that. Life is hard in itself, and then it gets harder when you add in a person, but it's not necessarily like hard together. You guys work together, so it can be easier, but obviously everybody has their ups and downs. Me and Glenn have been very blessed, because all our downs are honestly not in between us. It's because of other people, and we're trying to figure out other people that might affect us. So that's the whole thing. So we feel very blessed to to have each other, and I knew right from the start. It was wow. That's all I can say. Like, literally, like, wow. Marlene.j asks, how do you deal with all the crap that people give you on everything? I get crap for doing YouTube as a job and a career. I get crap for putting on this bright lipstick and I supposedly look like a clown. I get told like, oh, you're ugly, you're fat. You still look fat even though I've lost. It's really weird for me because I never can see myself going on a computer or laptop and becoming a keyboard warrior and saying random shit like that to people that don't even affect my life or whatever. They always say like, oh, it's like the person they're dealing with hurt and all of that, but that sucks that people deal with hurt by hurting others, but that's life. Nothing is ever perfect. So I just block, delete, and I just keep it moving because they're already nobody to me. So why I wouldn't get affected by someone I don't know who's not even in my life, you know? So they're nobody to me. They're already a stranger. So it's very easy just to shoo them away. I will say, like, in the beginning of YouTube, it's really hard because you're like, whoa, what's with all this negativity and people attacking me and trying to, like, you know, come at me. And it's a weird situation because you're thinking, who are all these internet people? This is effing weird. Flick away the fleas because that's all they are. I got a crazy one and I told you guys to ask me crazy ones, so I'll answer some of them. Zombie Loves My Brain says, where's the craziest place you and your hubby have done the deed? We're not really like super crazy like that. We're really respectful people, but we have done the deed in a pool. But it's not like crazy because it was our own pool in Thailand, but there weren't like a lot of people. But when we were doing it one time, the housekeeper up above for like the room there was there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never jumped out of the pool so quick in my whole entire life, and I know she totally like heard us, so I was mortified because I'm not really like crazy like that. So, but yeah, we did in the pool, like out in the open, because it was like our hotel room and there was other rooms with pools, but it was like a really like empty part of the resort, so it wasn't too crazy, but that's our craziest place that I can think of. Okay, so I got asked by Glam, Bella, MUA, and Ingrid Cordero 3. Do you plan on having children? If so, when? How's Mama Whoop doing? Any baby fever yet? I got like a ton of questions about babies. When is the family coming? When am I having pineapples? When am I having little pineapples? I have a lot of baby fever. Like your girl, like I want to have a family, but right now really isn't the time because we have so much going on in our personal lives where I don't think like everything that is happening, if I were to get pregnant, I don't think it would be very good timing because I wouldn't want to be stressed out or stress the baby, and I don't think it would be good timing health-wise, and it just wouldn't be smart. And plus we are saving for a house, so we've been looking for homes and all of that, and homes out here in Cali are super expensive. Like everything we see, we're like, wow, 1.5 million, okay, 2 million. It's like crazy, really beautiful homes. And then like a lot of fixer-uppers are like 600, 700. I'm like, man, it's crazy. Like in our area, if you want to live in a nice, safe area. But besides that, we do have baby fever. Glenn has it as well. God willing, we will have a, you know, maybe we'll try next year. End of next year though, we will try, not like beginning of next year. So yeah, January, don't ask for little pineapples. I see families and all of that, and I'm literally like, you know, because we're already married and our 1-year anniversary is coming up August 26th. We're at that time where we're like, we really do want children. Glenn has baby fever as well. And we're looking for a decent sized home, especially because I work from home and we plan on having children, God willing. And then, you know, we have our dogs, so we have like a lot of things to kind of incorporate. We want to be in a safe neighborhood, and everything is legit so high, like really expensive. So we're just saving for that. And yeah, we do want kids for sure. I don't know how many we want. We said if we are able to, 2, but if we're able to have a healthy baby, just 1, we would be very blessed. Are they coming tomorrow? Definitely not. Next year, perhaps. The next year after that, probably, if we're able to. So, but yeah, your girl has mega baby fever, like a lot. So we're just practicing a lot right now. Rochelle K, she asked, what was Glenn's reaction the first time saw you dance Tahitian? Glenn was like, yeah, like give me some of that. He was super excited, me shaking my freaking butt. Like he is just so funny. He loves it. He like wants me to dance like randomly in the house. That's all I'm gonna like say, but he's just like, yeah, shake it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, blown away. He couldn't even believe like what it really was. He never even knew what Polynesian dance period was. He's never been to a luau. I'm like, what? You've never been to a luau? And for me, that's just so weird because I feel like in Southern California, there's luau's all the time. I've danced at over 1,000 luau's, and it was just so weird for me because that was like my life. Besides that factor of me shaking my freaking butt, he loves how passionate I am about it, and he loves that I went to Tahiti to experience what I did, and he loves how I still go and dance and all of that. So he loves it. He's really supportive, but he loves that I dance. He loves that I have my passion. But he especially loves that I shake that ass. Oh, this was another big one. I passed some other questions, but May_love says, do you have siblings? I do have siblings, and people were also asking about my birth parents. Let me kind of touch base on that before. I'm gonna do pillow talks. I don't know if you guys saw one of my videos, but I mentioned I want to do pillow talks, and my first one was I've never met my birth mother. Now, long story short, I've never met my birth mother. I don't have relations with my birth father. He is kind of currently around, but not in my life personally, per my choice, and I'll get into that in the future. So my grandparents are actually my parents. They've had me since I was 3 months, so I was a freaking newborn. My mother was not capable of taking care of me. They were going to send me off to Guam, and my Latin side over here basically said, hell no, she's staying in the States. You're not going to send her off. And I stayed here, and I was raised by my grandparents, and they ended up being my mom and dad. I had no relationship with my birth father just because he was off doing bad things and ended up in jail. I'm very grateful that my grandparents raised me. I'm very happy that she handed me off to my grandparents here, and I think that was a great choice. I don't have any animosity or anything. So with that being said, when I was growing up, my grandparents obviously had kids. So they had 2 sons and they had 3 daughters. One of the daughters that they had lived with us over here, and she unfortunately passed away at a very young age. Right at 40, and she had diabetes. It was really sad. And what sucks is my dad passed away. They passed away 1 week within each other. So my family of 4 in a household ended up to be a family of 2, which is my mom and I, and we were devastated. It was like the worst, literally, that will always be like, I don't want to cry. That would be the worst moment like we will both ever have, you know, like having my dad and my aunt, who was my sister, raised as my sister, passed away within 1 week of each other, and that's what completely changed our lives. But I was brought up with my other brothers and sisters, and they're actually my aunts and uncles. So the girls that you see like in the vlogs, like Universal Studios vlog, when I say like my sister, that's actually my aunt, and my niece is actually my first cousin. So it's a really weird situation. It's hard to kind of explain it to people. Sometimes people can get it right away because they have a weird family situation, and other people just don't get it. We're like, why do you call them your sister? It's like, because I was raised with them since I was 3 months, as like I was like their little sister. Brother, who was actually my uncle, he raised me like as if I was his little sister. I have a brother, and I have 2 sisters and 1 sister who passed away, and one like, you know, guy who made me. He's not I don't call him obviously my brother because he was in jail like basically my whole entire life. And yeah, so that's the whole deal with that. I know it's like weird, but I'll go into that whole story because there's so much to say, and there's so much to say about that whole situation. It is just ridiculous. Yeah, but I'll go into my pillow talks. Let me know if you guys want me to do pillow talks. Not necessarily gonna be like no makeup on or whatever, but I want to be chilling on my bed, just talking and having like a heart-to-heart with you guys. Other topics, I think it would be a really good series to start on my channel. Chick Hula Girl, hey, what's up, girl? I talk to you all the time. She asked, do people treat you differently since you've lost weight? No, they really don't. I mean, the only way I would think of is differently is that they're complimenting me. I mean, I've always gotten a lot of support from everybody. I don't know how anybody would treat me differently though. I have seen videos where girls say like, oh, I'm being treated different now that I lost like a ton of weight. Kind of different for me because I'm 5'9", so it's very easy for my weight to be distributed in other places. Like, yeah, I had wider hips. I lost weight from my legs, but at the same time, it's weird because I'm just thick and I'm built and I do have muscular legs. So it's like I was able to carry the weight okay, where it wasn't like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, you know, where like, yeah, I lost a lot of weight, but it wasn't like a complete like, whoa, like holy crap, like that was like you lost 100 pounds kind of thing. So it's not like anybody treated me different where I'm getting more attention from other people, if that's what you're asking. It's the same, like I don't have anybody treating me different or like treating me with more respect or acknowledging me more. I was like, no, 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 no. So yeah, it's been the same. Just people giving me more motivation and saying, hell yeah, like you're kicking ass, like being healthy, and that's it. Green Eye Beauty asks, how does it feel coming up on your 1 year of marriage? Can't believe it's only like coming up a year. I feel like I've known Glenn. Well, we've dated and we've known each other for 5 years. But it just seems like so much longer just because we have such a strong connection. Feels like I've been married to him for like a long time, which I don't think is a bad thing. But the year did go pretty fast because I do feel like our wedding was just a couple months ago. We're just so busy with a lot of things on our own plates and then also with people around us that it's like, wow, like time flew by. But it feels amazing. Like I feel very blessed to be married to Glenn and I'm super excited. We have a trip coming up for our 1 year anniversary. And I'm really happy. I'm glad that it's able to happen. And I'll go into that in my vlogging channel. So make sure you guys tune in to What Would Lizzy vlog. I'm going to be talking about that way more. Denise_GLZ, she says, what is your favorite alcoholic beverage to drink at home? Definitely margaritas. We have a Margaritaville machine and Glenn's like, we need to use that this weekend. I was like, okay, sounds good. I'm not complaining, but I absolutely love margaritas. And I'm not even fancy when it comes to my margaritas. I like the Costco pre-made one with lots of ice. It's like the best $13 you will ever spend. I love it. Last question is, what are essentials in starting a YouTube channel? This is from HKLover68. I also saw some questions dealing with, is it too late to start a YouTube? How do you start YouTube? It's really hard to answer that because the first thing you have to realize is you have to have the right mindset. If you have the mindset of I want free shit or I want to make a ton of money or I want to grow my channel really fast and be popular, it's not going to happen for you. Yeah, those could be possible goals in the end, but you have to realize like YouTube and Instagram and all that, a ton of people are doing it now. I will say I think it's much harder to get involved in it now just because the communities do get very saturated. So now you just have to, you have to really be out there. It's very hard for people to become viral now. There's so many channels and there's a lot of good channels out there. Like I watch other smaller channels and I'm like, damn, I love them. And I love them more than the super popular ones. And I think that they're putting out better content than them. So it can be a frustration game as well. You just have to have confidence in yourself and keep going. Like if you truly want this, you'll be in it to win it. Like myself, I've grown slow, but I've been progressing little by little because I don't give up. You don't want to give up. Will I say it's too late to start now? No, I always say you never know. There's always room for someone else. You just need to make sure that you're not imitating someone else or in it for the wrong reasons or not going to put your all. Because if you put out one video once a month, it ain't going to happen. So I'll just be straight up like that. And it's hard to grow a following, even though I've been in YouTube already like for so many damn years. It's hard to grow. It really is. But if you have a consistency and you keep going little by little, you'll have people, you know, like get to know you and watch your channel and be consistent and you'll start building your audience. It's just about consistency and having the right mindset. As far as camera equipment and lighting, I feel like people start with the best of the best now. I legit started with a flip cam, a freaking flip cam that was like, I think it was like $100. Now I have a camera that is $1,200 and that says a lot. Like, wow, like now I need to use a $1,200 camera and other people are starting with the camera that I just upgraded to last year, which is crazy. And lighting that I just barely got this year, they're starting with it. I'm like, wow. Like, so I've worked my way up, you know, with equipment and stuff, and I've already saved money for stuff where I'm able to buy these things, but some people just buy it off the bat and it sucks because the production is so up there now that if your quality's not good, your camera's not crisp, people don't really like those channels and they're so used to like being saturated with professionalism and professional studios. There are people who like regular vlogs as well. Like, so it just really depends. There's so many, it's hard to really talk about that answer and explain it, but there's a lot of factors with YouTube. So if you have the right mindset and you're dedicated and your motive is correct, then I say freaking do it. If you have a dream, go for your dream. I never tell anybody not to do their dream, no matter what. If anything in life was easy, everybody would be doing it. So if you want to put your mind to it, you freaking do it and you do the damn thing. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed these questions. Let me know if you guys want me to do a part 2 or how you guys feel about the pillow talk. That's where I want to get into more into depth with certain topics. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed and you become a part of the Fine Apple Tribe. And that's about it. So I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. All right, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Woo-hoo!